Right. This is a story that just came out in the New York Times, October 11th, 2017. And I was also looking at the Washington Post, and they now have the count of the dead at 24. And of course, that's going to continue to grow. And there's now 450 people missing that are unaccounted for. And the fire has grown. 191,000 acres have been completely torched. The fire is still going strong, and now the story says the firefighters can't keep up with it. This thing is moving so fast because of the winds blowing up in that area. California wildfires burn faster than firefighters can run. They can't keep up with this thing, ladies and gentlemen. At this point, it's just going to keep moving because of the dry conditions. In order for it to stop, it will probably going to have to burn itself out, especially if there's no rain in the forecast for that area. It's going to have to just burn itself out. There's no telling how long it's going to be able to continue to go. Hundreds of sleep-deprived, stubble-faced firefighters with yellow coats layered with soot assemble here Wednesday to hear their commanders say what they already knew. The fires that have devastated California's wine country were still spreading, nowhere near containment, and the crews battling the blazes were stretched to their limits. I wish I could say that cavalry is coming. It's not. Battalion Chief Kirk Van Wormer of Cal Fire, the state firefighting agency, told the gathering of firefighters, flecks of ash raining down on them. Look to your left, look to your right. Those are the people you are responsible for right now. Fanned by warm, dry winds, the fires have grown so big, so fast, that the immediate goal fire officials set was not so much to stop the spread as to slow it down, to channel it away from threatening cities and towns, and to save lives, save homes, and business was secondary. 14 people have been confirmed killed by the fires in Sonoma County. Sheriff Robert Giordano said Thursday, one more than the day before. That raises the death toll across Northern California to 24. So far, in recoveries, we found bodies that were almost completely intact. And we have found bodies that were nothing more than ash, wow, and bones. Oh my God. Hope they got dental records. Sheriff Diodano said, in some cases, he said, the only way to identify the victims was by the serial numbers stamped on artificial joints. Okay, so these sound like elders, not young people if they had artificial joints, and other medical devices that were in their bodies. State 22 major fires burnt on Wednesday, having consumed 170,000 acres, but I know it's up to 191. I read an article just before this one. Since the outbreak began Sunday night, by Thursday morning, several of the fires had grown and ones had flared up. So not only have the fire grown, new ones have flared up. Oh man, that is messed up. The hardest hit region in Napa and Sonoma counties, where the sun was an orange dot in the haze and had 9 major blazes Thursday morning, up from 6 on Wednesday, and the area grew more than 120,000 acres, up from 91,000. CAL FIRE reported. The agency said that 34,000 acres Tubbs Fire, which was burnt part of the city of Santa Rosa. And those were the slides I showed y'all yesterday. Most of that was Santa Rosa. And threatened Geyersville was 10% contained, but most of the other blazes in wine country were 3% contained or less. That's nothing. So that means 90% of the fires going, and where they got 3% or less, that the place is 100% burning practically. Officials threw out sobering figures on the scale of devastation, with the caveat that the numbers were just estimates, sure to rise when the crisis has abated enough to allow an accurate damage assessment. Thousands of structures have been destroyed, many more are threatened, and tens of thousands of people have been displaced. All right. These fires are literally just burning faster than firefighters can run, Mr. Pimlott said. Wind whipping embers uh, leapfrog past the exhausted fire crew, he said. So we are attacking many, many new fires that put out while we are still small. So they're trying to fight the old ones and trying to quickly put out the new fires. Wow. Almost 8,000 state and local firefighters battle the blazes using more than 550 fire engines, 73 helicopters, and more than 30 planes. Wow. State officials said, with additional crews and 320 more fire engines en route from neighboring states and from federal agencies. But vast as the resources were, they clearly were not enough. Wow. The standard practice in California wildfire for firefighters to work 24-hour shifts and then have 24 hours off. But many firefighters in Sonoma and Napa have had no real rest for days, catching a few hours of sleep on the ground or in their trucks. We've got guys who have been working 80 hours straight. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy, said Captain Sean Norman, the deputy head of operations for the Sonoma Valley fires. You've got to have a fifth gear. You've got to have the 2 C's, commitment and caffeine. Wow. Giving units their assignments, he instructed them how to call in air tankers to drop water or fire retardant and implore them to stay safe. So I guess when crews are coming upon an area, like an area that is deeply engulfed in flames, they're calling in the planes to drop down, the fire retardants that's supposed to put them out. But as you can see, it is clearly not working. Wow. If I didn't see it, I wouldn't believe it. And this just go to show you, you can see the fire burning in the background right here. I guess that is exhausting, trying to follow something that you just can't keep up with. You can see the entire ground is just completely scorched. Well, they said fire, according to the Bible, fire purifies. It's a purifier. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the link to this article in the description box so that you all can come out here and read through it. This is changing so fast. It's almost like this is where we are now, but in a few hours from now, we can be in a whole different place and more dead and more acres burnt. That's how fast it's going. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. And if you can donate to my channel, please do. Peace, family.